Okay, testing. Trying to see if this goes to load. Hey everybody. Listen, I did a video last night and it's still loading. Okay, so I just said forget it. It's very frustrating. Um, so I'm trying to do a still shot because this might be easier to load. Um, so I'm just going to really quickly tell you what the video was about. Um, I got a comment, and thank you for the comment. I forget your name, but uh, they had a dream in 1994, which is as far back as all of my stuff goes. So that caught my attention. And what they saw was a half a moon. And then they saw that missiles and bombs were coming down at a half a moon. And the reason that really double caught my attention was because I had just watched a video by Chris, like the day before. He had a dream or vision of a half moon and a few other things in it, like a full moon too. And so anyway, Chris, thank you. I had tried to ask him some questions before I did the video, and he did answer me in his video last night. So I went into that and how the timing was really amazing. But like, you know what? I can't I cannot even do a video anymore. This is so pathetic. It's just not gonna load. So I can't even cover everything that I said. But tomorrow, that was the day we were watching from the Hal Turner thing where NATO might attack before Sunday. So tomorrow's the 8th, but see, tomorrow's the half moon. And that this brother or sister saw this missile and bombs at the half moon, and then Chris dreams of the half moon. And so I'm obviously going to pay attention to this, and that's why I did the video. And I also noticed on the Torah calendar, the 8th right here is halfway through Hanukkah. Okay, now I can't even talk about Hanukkah. There's some great videos out about it. And I'm not saying that we're on the Torah calendar, like God's not necessarily going to use it, but it gives us a tiny framework of where we could be. It just depends. It depends on how God is using his calendars. Okay, so, and I know a lot of you are very disappointed. Listen, if nothing happens tomorrow, we still know that the whole thing's going down. Okay, and that's why I refer to Chris's vision a lot with Kiev and the Kremlin, both capital, Moscow and Kiev. And if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's still going to happen. So you're going to have to hold on to the faith. And that's why I like Chris's prophetic vision from God, because 99% of what God showed him several years ago before the war started has already come to pass. Okay. The rapture was in his vision. And, I'm looking at that right now because it's prophetic. Okay. We've gone through so many dates that have come and gone that it can almost work against you sometimes. Okay. But when you have the prophetic of God working and in your face, okay, and God said in his word, he said, I've told you this before it happens so that you may believe. Okay. The prophetic is also for people to believe in God, to believe in Jesus. When they see something coming to pass, and we still have mockers who still can't even see what God has already done, told us ahead of time what's going to happen. It's been happening in Russia with NATO for almost 3 years now, and it's only gotten progressively worse to the point where what God showed me is going to come to pass any minute. 3 different dreams I've had. Not going to go into that either right now. You all know if you've been watching me for a while. So now I am going to have to just shut this down, and I hope it loads, because you know what? It's taking hours and hours of time that I don't have to make videos that don't load. It's very frustrating. I'm sorry to have to tell you that. The editing's great, but I can't use it if it's not going to load right now. Okay, so we're watching tomorrow, but listen, everything that we know God has showed us is going to happen. It's already happening. 99% of it's already on the table. It's already happened in front of us. Okay, don't let it discourage you. That's how the devil wants it to be. Okay, we walk by faith in what God has shown us. Okay, what he started, he will complete, and he will come and get us before this whole thing blows into nuclear war, which is any minute now, if you really follow the news. Anyway, all right. I really hope this loads. Good night. God bless.